I just saw it. Okay, alright. Twitch is up. Yeah, I guess in hindsight, maybe we should do the whole, oh, please wait for the stream thing. Just so, in a situation something like this happens, we can avoid it.
Yeah.
Son of a gun. Or, sorry, one of the customers at my old work used to say, son of a bee sting. I'm not gonna lie. Oddly cute.
Yeah, anytime someone uses like a term like that, it's always kind of cute.
Yeah. Never
No
understood
matter,
why.
no matter how old or
And she
whatever.
wasn't even that old. She was maybe a little bit older than me.
No matter how old.
Alright. God damn. Alright, and okay, there we go. Now I got Twitch to work. Actually, no, I did.
Our stuff here.
Alright. Son of a bitch.
We're
Fuck
live.
this. I saw we're live on YouTube, but on okay, alright, there we go. Now I got it to work.
I'm watching us on Twitch right now. We're live.
Alright, yeah, I got it to work now. Alright, sweet. Alright, let's do this.
Alright,
What's up,
so
everyone? We're doing oh shit, god damn it! No! Sorry.
what?
I accidentally YouTube video started playing on my end.
Alright.
You
trying to get us demonetized, bro? Come on now. We're already demonetized enough.
Yeah. We're demonetized to the point where we don't even make money.
Exactly.
But alright. Just to give everybody a quick rundown. Despite what we said last week about how we weren't gonna watch this show, we're watching High Guardian fucking Spice again.
Yeah, I was sitting there this entire time. I was watching. Excuse me. Well, I was watching the next 2 episodes. I'm like, it's only 10 episodes. We have content for the next 5 weeks.
Yeah, we just watched 2 a week.
Just watch 2 a week because that's all I can handle. Because
I was
welcome back
able to
Let's
handle that.
Piss Off Kodai for an hour.
Oh, trust me, you weren't the only one that got pissed off watching this. Fucking,
yeah.
Where do we fucking begin? Well, I guess we gotta begin with episode 3, but it feels like I don't understand what is the plot of this fucking story.
Yeah, I don't either, man. I'm trying to like figure out like in episode 3, it was all like, they all got their shit. Parsley has to go mine for the tiny fucking hammer of the teacher dude.
Mine with
this tiny fucking hammer as some test, and it's like, oh yeah, here, you're the best blacksmith, so here's my first hammer,
Yeah, here's
and
a tiny little hammer.
And then you have fucking the what's his name? Crowley, Crawfish. I don't fucking know.
Wait.
He's the transgender one.
Oh, the fucking professor.
Yeah.
I don't even remember his fucking name. In my notes, I just wrote him as the transgender teacher.
I was just sitting there, I'm like, this is a show meant for like maybe like 10-year-olds, 10, 12-year-olds. That seems about the level of writing.
There was a lot of violence in the 3rd episode.
Oh, they fought a chimera for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, did you see the blood on that chimera? Look,
that is true.
That blood is too much for American children to handle. Meanwhile, I'm over here watching Yu-Gi-Oh! I saw fucking Merrick stab some old dude in the fucking chest with this goddamn Millennium Rod. Blood smeared on the wall as the body goes down.
I completely forgot that happened.
Yeah, wow, dude, they didn't fuck around in Japanese. This whole Shadow Realm bullshit, I don't know where the fuck that came from. I remember watching it growing up. Yeah, if you lose this fucking game, Yugi, you're gonna die, right?
I remember that part. I remember, like, they legit will die.
Yeah. Not no damn pussy shit like, oh, your soul will be forever trapped in the Shadow Realm. No.
They straight up die.
In fucking Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh! When, I forget the name of the guy, but Yugi was going up against some dude with a mask that had a dark magician, and they were trapped in place as fucking saws came around to cut them off at their ankles. In the Japanese versions, those were legit fucking saws. In America, it was saw-shaped shadow realm teleporters.
Yeah.
Never
Sounds
changed
about
in
right.
America. But anyway, so yeah, this fucking weird 4 episodes in. I have yet to figure out who the fuck the antagonist is.
I don't know, man. I have a feeling that the professor has something to do with it.
I honestly can't tell. Like, I get it. I'm guessing it's supposed to be episodic, kind of like how Samurai Champloo is,
Ah, yeah.
where it's
There's
like,
like
all right,
a general overarching plot, but it's not like
yeah,
the main thing pushing the story.
yeah, like and with Samurai Champloo, it's just all right. These two samurai gotta escort this girl to go see the samurai who smells sunflowers. But for the most part, each episode, 9 times out of 10, is its own little story.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, fair enough. Meanwhile, with High Guardian Spice, alright, each episode is its own little story. Well, what's the overarching plot? They go to school. Well, alright. Why are they going to school? What's the point? She wants to see her mom.
Yeah. Who she doesn't believe is dead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we didn't see her die yet. She just kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
Look, alright, spoilers. In Squid Game, we didn't see the old dude die. Guess what happened? Oh, I was the guy in charge of this whole goddamn thing. I really had fun with you, main character who I can't pronounce the name of.
Yeah.
But damn it, I love that old dude. I was like, alright, that's best boy. And when they killed him, I started crying.
Then he
came back and just fucked it up. Look, that episode was a roller coaster of emotions. Not only did they kill Best Boy, they killed Best Boy number 2, which is the little Pakistani fella.
Should have
he's
put
the
that.
big Pakistani fella.
Probably should have prefaced this. Spoiler alert.
I did. I said spoiler alert earlier.
I didn't hear it.
Oh. Sorry, excuse me. But, good lord. Alright, see, we're just trying our damnedest not to speak of this. Alright, so, yeah. We got, in the 3rd episode, it's like 5 different fucking plots going on at the same time. Blacksmith chick, Parsley, got told to go and straighten up a frame with this little tiny ass hammer. Then she just went through an underground maze with this little tiny hammer, and that was a test for her.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Pink-haired bitch. Rosemary learned about her mom and how one of the teachers is not only a transgender, but is also a friend of hers. Or a friend of her mother. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Koda, you remember how last week you said, sorry, I forgot about 3rd plot point. What's her name? Sage is trying to make a potion. Stupid snobby cunt shows up, fucks up the potion. Cat gets involved. Cat becomes huge and monstery. The end. But Koda, you remember how last week you was like, you said you're a fantasy guy, and you expect the magic system to be fleshed out?
Yeah.
Well, they fleshed it out with this episode. They explained us exactly what happens. Alright, so check this out, Koda. You're gonna love this.
Cool.
Alright, so with old magic, whoever is doing it, they have to use their body to pull magic from the earth. That was their quotes verbatim. And they also threw out, there's a cost to it. With new magic, they can just do whatever they want.
What?
I shit you not, that's exactly how it was explained. Old magic. Whoever is using it has to pull magic from the earth at a cost. And, it tires them out. New magic is just hot shit where you can do whatever the fuck you want.
That is the most retarded shit.
Yeah. Well, because, I'm trying to remember exactly how it is in Pathfinder, but I think wizards, they get their arcane abilities from like fucking dragons and shit. You got other people that get it from deities. No, this is just one is just completely fucking useless. The other one, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, so for me, when it came to magic systems, not talking about the show or anything, there's a book series called Wheel of Time that their magic system is one of my favorite is it's one of my favorite magic systems in fantasy. It's because the they have something called the one power that anyone can draw from, but due to one person basically using it and going insane, if a man uses the one power, he can control it, but at a cost of losing his insanity. He loses his mind. But the ladies, they're called Aes Sedai. They basically keep the balance of this world. That's their entire purpose, is to keep balance. They can draw from the one power, but they can only draw. But there's main guy, supposed to be the Dragon Reborn. He can draw from the one power. But since one dude fucked it up like hundreds of years ago, now any man who uses it goes insane, or the power is corrupted. So that came from, I think that was the fucking 70s, and now we're in 2020 or 2022, 2021, one of the 2020s, and we got to magic. Old magic uses bodies. New magic, nothing. It just happens.
Yep.
I don't.
I want to give them the benefit of the doubt in this. I'm assuming they're going to have a big old twist somewhere down the line where they're like, alright, yeah, it turns out this was just a bunch of bullshit. Or about the new magic being, completely effortless and shit. That's just a bunch of horse shit. That's what I'm expecting. But they're doing there's usually something that, like, foreshadows it. Not necessarily right off the bat, but, at least a few episodes in. Consider the fact we're already halfway fucking through the series. But, like, you figure it'd be like, you see, snobby bitch being, a little bit more fucked up, basically.
Yeah.
No, they're even if they pull that twist on us, it's gonna be pulled out of their ass. That's the best I can describe it.
Okay.
Like, I'm assuming it's gonna be like, oh yeah, it turns out it was really eating up their internal organs the whole time. The cost was their souls. Really? Why the fuck do they act like nothing's really affecting them whatsoever? I just have a feeling that's gonna happen.
Maybe.
So far, this show has not proved to me that they are competent enough to make a twist like that, and make it make sense.
The thing is, when you have a writer's room like High Guardian Spice, you're not going to get good content because I forgot the chick's name or its name, I don't know, but she's known for basically just putting man-hating tweets on Twitter, just like constantly calling men pieces of shit. And when you have that kind of person writing men or male characters, you're not going to have a good male character. They're all going to be a piece of shit in some way. So I have a feeling that Parsley's blacksmith teacher is going to end up being a piece of shit because if one writer feels like all men are a piece of shit, knowing that fucking hive mind in that so-called writer's room, they're going to fucking make it so that he's like some deviant or he's fucked or some shit.
Coda, we're going to have to rewind what you just said there a little bit. It's not necessarily she can't write good male characters. It's more she can't write a good character.
I'm talking like just the entire writing room.
Oh, yeah. They're all incapable of writing a single good character. No one is fucking believable for a goddamn second.
The only one I would say is close to believable is Parsley. And that's only because in episode 4, Only
Like,
reason.
that's about. She's the only one that actually shows a fucking personality other than
She's
one.
she's the only one who's had a character arc like start.
Yeah. So far, Rosemary just wants to be her mom. I'm pretty sure if she could, she'd fucking find her mom, cut her open, and wear her skin. Fucking, what's her name?
Sage
Same
wants
with
to be
Sage.
magic.
Sage just wants to cut her mom open and wear her skin too and run around doing nothing but old magic. And, well, don't worry though. Fucking time. She hates her mom, so we don't have to worry about her wearing anybody's skin anytime soon.
Since Sage has the Terracon or whatever the fuck that ball that turns into a staff is, she may start showing up with piercings and shit.
Oh god, we're gonna get to that.
But
Holy shit.
I'm gonna get to like my main point with episode 3. This is supposed to be. Sorry, I have something in my throat. This is supposed to be, I would say, maybe like 1800s, maybe. I haven't seen any real like technology in this world.
Technology is magic.
So, why the fuck, if this is supposed to be taking place in like the 1700s, why are there transgender people?
Because apparently that's the worst thing you gotta worry about in this world. Waking up in a body that's not yours.
Now, I'm gonna preface this. I have no problem with transgender people.
Yeah.
None whatsoever. But when you put it in a show, it's supposed to be like set in a time and place. Not that they've mentioned a time and place. They just kind of plopped you into a fucking world and said, "Here, have at it. We're trying to be Ghibli, but
yeah,
we suck because our artists are shit." But
our artists are shit. We can't write. We're trying to write multiple good female characters, much like Ghibli did, but miserably fucking failing at it.
Yeah, and so it's like, let's just add some political woke shit into this show, and let's just be like, "Oh, I used to be a woman." It's like, "You're a woman?" It's like, "I used to be a woman.
Yeah.
Now I'm a man. I'm transgender." And then the first thing Rosemary says, which is the thing that anyone would say in this time period, is, "I've never heard that word before."
Yeah, that's what actually pissed me off the most about that part. That the way they wrote that and the way it was delivered was like a fucking Sesame Street bit.
Now, I get Rosemary's pretty stupid. She's a stupid character, and she's not the sharpest tool in the shed. But don't make her that fucking stupid. Don't make her like a 5-year-old.
It's not even just that. Like, even the way the teacher was saying it. I am a transgender. What's a transgender? I don't know that word. Well, you see, a transgender is na. Like, it just sounds like when we were talking about that the fucking show sounds like or this show is meant for kids. Mm-hmm. Honestly, this part fucking solidified it.
Yeah, this part really solidified the fact that it's meant for a younger demographic. It's not meant for fucking teenagers and shit.
Yeah, imagine if this, like, that entire exchange was in, I'm trying to think, like, Breaking Bad. Because, like, that would, the way, like, here, don't even, like, bring in the transgender thing.
What are you doing, Mr. White? I'm making crystal meth. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Crystal meth is an illegal substance that will get me arrested.
Yeah, what?
Oh, man!
Mr. White, what is cancer? Well, you see, cancer is
disease I have.
You see, my cells are just continuing to multiply and they won't stop. I'm assuming that's what it was. I forget what it was off the top of my head.
It's basically that, your cells are uncontrolled. Like, they grow at an uncontrollable rate.
How did you get cancer, Mr. White? Well, you see, back in 1945, there was a place called Hiroshima. So.
Oh my god!
On top of that,
man.
Like, what was the fucking point of that line and like that entire exchange?
that served no purpose to the plot whatsoever. It was just there to be there.
Yeah, like it was. They said it, never brought up again for
Now,
the rest of the fucking episode.
now, I mean, had they done it differently, had Rosemary actually heard of transgenders and shit, and maybe if transgenders were fighting and the show wasn't for kids and it was meant for a teenager audience or like young adults or something, and you had a group of transgenders fighting for their rights, that's one way to be like, hey, that this is what we are. But just to fucking shoehorn that in,
Yeah,
and then have it not mentioned whatsoever once again, it just shows that the writers are literally just trying to put every woke buzzword into a show in hopes that it'll succeed.
because like, don't get us wrong, we're all for LGBT characters in like shows and shit.
Yeah,
Just to throw that out there, because like fucking.
because the way we're talking, it sounds like we're like bashing on it, but we're bashing on it not for the fact that this is a show for children.
Yeah.
Or like preteens, maybe 10 to 12-year-olds. An age where that kind of thing really shouldn't be a worry for kids.
I'm highly doubt yeah, well, I haven't worked with kids, but Koei, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever once thought, man, goddamn, little Johnny over there, might be a transgender?
Fuck no.
Has a kid ever came up to you and said, man, teacher, I think I'm whatever the opposite sex they are?
Nope.
Yeah, because it's never on the fucking kid's mind.
The only thing that would be on a kid's mind is, I want to wear a dress. And,
Yeah.
you'll have some of the kids be like, dresses are for girls. And it's like, well, a dude can wear a dress. All right. It's like, he can wear a dress if he wants. Y'all are playing. So,
like,
they're
playing dress up 9 times out of 10 if they're gonna
exactly.
be in that. I highly doubt like, fucking little Jimmy's gonna wear a dress and all of a sudden, well, I'm a girl now, fuck it.
Yeah. That's not a thought that goes through their fucking head. They may be like, ooh, I like this dress.
Yeah.
And then they might want to wear it more. And that's that. But it's just...
Maybe when they're a little bit older, it might make sense, but, definitely not when they're doing it like Sesame Street style, hell no.
Mm-hmm.
But, just to throw out some examples of LGBT characters, be like Kong Jin from Mortal Kombat X. Actually, the way they brought it up was kind of classy. Yo, go to the temple. They won't accept me there. Oh. Nah, they probably would then. that was the entire fucking thing. Fucking the captain from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's like one of 2 characters I can actually tolerate. Let's see. I hate the main character because I hate awkward white people humor. Hate his best friend for the same reason. Hate the
Poison's badass.
Oh, I forgot about Poison. Well, actually, yeah. Half of anime is nothing but traps.
Fucking Korra. I didn't much care for her, but I liked her character.
Yeah.
Ellie.
Can
from
we
Last
put
of
in
Us.
musicians?
And anything you want, man. It's our
Because
list.
I'm pretty sure we would like half the members of Jupiter. I mean, come on, the Tum Tum Monteru, man.
Fucking Hollywood from Agents of Mayhem.
Wait, what? Hollywood?
He's pansexual.
Oh. Well, yeah, speaking of pansexuals, Captain Hero.
Yeah.
I can't believe I forgot about Captain Hero.
June from Yakuza. He's gay.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, who the hell was June?
He's a video store owner in the game. You do some side quests for him, I believe.
This dude's gay?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are we talking about the same guy? The guy that was kind of, that works for, the real estate agency?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was supposed to be gay.
Hmm.
Damn. Alright, maybe I didn't get far enough in it, but I didn't get that vibe from him whatsoever.
But I mean, there's loads of examples that you can give from almost every game. There's going to be at least one form of representation from, like, especially in modern day.
Yeah.
And that's no problem at all.
At
But
the end of the day, a shitty written character is a shitty written character.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what their gender is or what their sexuality is.
So the thing that, going off topic with like just adding representation to add representation, like High Guardian did, kind of like how Overwatch just made Tracer and Soldier 76 lesbian and gay, just to make them gay and lesbian for no purpose, because they serve no purpose to the story. There's no story
in it. Serve a purpose in the game itself.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see fucking Soldier 76 randomly hitting on a random like Reaper or anything like that.
Exactly. And then, everyone from fucking Pathfinder.
Yeah, I got a couple stories about Pathfinder. How I nearly, like 2 or 3 of the characters I accidentally went the gay route with. One character I didn't realize I was even romancing. I thought I was just fucking her and calling it a day. Oops.
But yeah, it's just, and then in most RPGs that have like some love system in it, you can represent yourself in the game and it'll serve an actual purpose to the fucking story. Mass Effect and Dragon Quest, mainly Mass Effect, is a great example of it.
Yeah, because I don't remember that. I haven't really played any of the Dragon Quest games, but
I haven't played it enough, but I think they do have a love system in it. But Mass Effect is the most prominent one that I can think of in modern day. Mass Effect and Cyberpunk, those are the two that I can really think about right now. Because, if you, in Cyberpunk, if you choose to romance, if you're a chick and you romance Judy, she's the mechanic. Or not the mechanic, she's a hacker. You can, you get more side quests from her when you romance her. Like, you have a little bit more story missions with her.
Yeah.
Just like in Cyberpunk, so I've played a Nomad, which is one of the life paths you can go down. And you meet a Nomad chick, and one of the endings to the game, pretty sure most people who have played Cyberpunk, if they could get through it, if the game ran, one of the endings to the game is literally you run away with this Nomad girl. And I think it's only for the Nomad life path you choose. If you start Nomad, you can run away with her as a Nomad kind of thing. But, these main games serves a purpose in the story. There is a purpose for your particular choice, and there are story implications for your choices. High Guardian Spies. I'm transgender. What's that? I used to be a woman, now I'm a dude. Oh, okay. Tell me about my mom.
Yeah. And Kodai's not joking. That's legitimately how it went.
Yeah, it was as subtle as a brick. It just ended with, now tell me about my mom. It's just like, the fuck? We're not going to talk about this transgender stuff? Like, did he used to have old magic too? Or did he shift to new magic because there's no consequences? What's going on?
Hey, Kodai. I'm straight. By the way, continue talking about episode 3.
But, like, literally, that was
although
the
entire... I did have a gay scare one time.
You had a gay scare?
Well, I think I told you the story before, but, the first time I ever, had sex, the chick was riding me, and it didn't feel good whatsoever. So what? I don't know, like, maybe I was assuming she was doing something wrong, but the whole time she was doing it, I'm like, yeah, this ain't what it's cracked up to be. Am I gay?
Oh man, I remember that story. sitting there. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
why does this feel
Uh,
good?
this kind of sucks. I kind of wish I found out I was gay in a different way, but I guess this is one way to know.
But I mean, episode 3, the minute that they started adding just random shit, I was just like, all right, man, I'm fucking bored. I started
Yeah,
zoning out.
I felt that way about episode 4. I don't want to talk about episode 4 yet. I got a bunch of notes on this one, on episode 3. So, whoever the fuck is doing the audio mixing
Mm-hmm.
needs to be fucking fired. They can't mix worth a fuck. Episode 3 starts off with, I've heard 3 instances where I had to like rewind it multiple times to at least kind of hear what the fuck they said. But alright, so right off the bat, before the fucking opening, they had the 3 headmistresses talking about vows while, all the 4 main characters were doing random shit. But instead of actually being able to hear the old ladies talking, well, shit, I can't even call them old ladies. There's that one young one. But whenever the headmistresses were talking, which I'm assuming is supposed to be pertinent to the fucking plot, otherwise they wouldn't have narration like this. The girls were doing random shit in the background. But, like, the noises and sound effects of what they were doing was louder than the fucking audio, so I couldn't even hear what the fuck they were saying. Then
Really?
a little bit later, fucking, they're over there talking, or, they're over there walking with the, transgender teacher. I can't remember the teacher's name, so she's, or, is it a he or a she? I'm actually more confused about that.
It would be a he now.
Alright. He, what's it called? He was walking with the girls and talking to them about something.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the girls says like, oh, here you. I hear her say, your optimism is always appreciated, Professor. Then she says something, but instead of, having that, they had some weird frog goat thing honking. And then all of a sudden I hear, it's a lot to get used to. Wait, what the fuck just happened? All I heard is, your optimism is appreciated. It's a lot to get used to. Well, yeah, if I started hearing random for no fucking reason, I'd be trying to get used to that too. Why the fuck is that, like, something in the fucking background louder than the fucking main characters talking? Like, if it was, like, the point, like, Blazing Saddles, when Bart shows up to town and you had that one old codger screaming, the mayor is sound of a bell. Alright, you know what? That's supposed to happen. Fair enough. But in this situation, I'm pretty sure we weren't supposed to hear the fucking frog goat thing over the main goddamn character.
Oh, yeah.
And then a little bit later, same thing I bitched about last week. Either A, someone needs to tell the blacksmith teacher, yo, voice is cool, but turn it the fuck up, we can't hear you. Or someone needs to fucking take that gain fucking switch and turn it up a notch.
Yeah.
Because every time he talks, it just feels like he's talking. Oh, sorry. I kind of fucked that up.
Yeah, he's got a lot of, like, his voice is very, I don't want to say grainy, but it's very distorted in how he talks. So they could have, and whenever you have shit audio and you have that, like, that grumble that a lot of, like, older men have, it's hard to hear what the fuck they're saying. Whenever you're there with them, it's easy to hear that. It's like, okay, I can understand you. But whenever you put it in a microphone, you gotta tweak it a bit so that there's words come out more. But it's just, I just sat there, and I couldn't take it seriously. I was just like, the show's trying to show a lot of fucking heart, but there's not a lot of heart.
Yeah. Well, because if it had a lot of heart, they wouldn't be doing stupid shit like having shit in the background be louder than the main characters.
Yeah.
That's what. Although this episode did have a moment where it could have completely redeemed itself in my eyes. Rosemary and Time were arguing about some stupid shit.
Uh-huh.
If Rosemary called Time a knife-eared piece of shit, I would, like, alright, you know what? Vindicated. I love this show.
Or even just a knife here.
No, I want her to go, like, full-on fucking internet meme of the knife-eared piece of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever seen that video.
I have not.
There was some video of, I don't know what exactly it's supposed to be, but it was like a dwarf and an elf arguing. And it starts off with this extremely Scottish elf just yelling at the, extremely Scottish dwarf yelling at the, elf, "Look here, you knife-eared piece of shit," and like starts like threatening to what was it, like put his foot so far up his ass his breath will smell like shoe polish. He was gonna take some balls and surgically attach him to where his manhood should be so he can kick it. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. I rewatched it again last night after thinking about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll show it to you after the podcast.
Okay.
Alright, the episode starts off. All this had to happen because Rosemary dropped the sword and broke the, like, little ornament on the bottom.
Yeah, she broke the gem.
Yeah. Oh, spoiler alert. Turns out her mother actually broke it. It was just fucking reattached with magic. I didn't realize magic can do that. And the magic just wore off.
It's new magic, dude.
Yeah, sorry. New magic can just wore off. See, that's the big catch.
Yo, what if that's the thing? New magic has no cost, but it's shit quality.
Actually, yeah, I mean, the teacher did say shit. I'm sorry for misgendering the fucker. He did say, what was it? He has to drink a potion once a week.
Yeah. So maybe that's the cost of new magic, is that it doesn't last.
Damn.
But
I
old
think
magic,
we figured it out.
when old magic, God, they're gonna hear this and they're gonna fucking steal it. But when old magic,
Oh, we'll sue their asses.
whenever old magic takes, what's it called? Whenever you use old magic, you're giving a part of your soul or your body to the world, so it's gonna be permanent.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about suing the fuck out of them now. We're gonna take them to international court. Alright, yo. These white bitches stole an idea from two hardworking, low-class Japanese folk. Alright, Sydney, he already went on record saying he's straight, but Kodai, he is a gay guy. Look at him. Why do you think he hangs around me so much? He's trying to get me to join his side. And I don't know about you guys, but I like to wear dresses at night.
But yeah, man, this God. Fuck this show.
But yeah, so actually, this is my favorite part. So, flashback: Rosemary was running around with the sword in the house, just swinging it about for some goddamn reason. She trips Mama Rosemary. I forget her name. Mama Rosemary catches her and then catches the sword. And Mama Rosemary is like, asks Rosemary, "Who raised you to run around the house with swords?" Rosemary answers, "You did." And then the mama decides to teach her how to use one. Meanwhile, I did the same exact thing as a kid. I had a fucking, what's it called? Like a decorative katana I ran around the house with. And then Daddy Sydney shows up. "Who the fuck raised you to run around the house with swords?" "You did." And then he pulls a knife on me. Man.
Really, it's a story of your life, man. You're Rosemary.
Yeah, I'm Rosemary in this. If her dad was just a PTSD riddled piece of...
I guess that would make me Sage.
See, well, I mean, that would work. Your dad is very conservative compared to you.
That is true.
Your
yeah,
dad's
man.
so conservative, he's like, God damn, we really need to bring back slavery.
For the record, no, that is not true.
But, Kodai, to be fair, back then it was the Democrats that were all for slavery. Political commentary. Man, we already broke our rule. At least we waited 13 episodes in. I was really expecting episode 1. You know what I love? Conservatism.
Well, lucky number 13, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Alright, well, let's go ahead and, just to be fair, let's go ahead and make a conservative political joke.
they're all old codgers that don't know shit.
Honestly, I wasn't even going to say that. I was going to say, well, let's be fair, conservatism is a joke in and of itself.
Especially in the U.S.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how it goes. Man, fuck censorship. Didn't you guys try to censor anything that went against the Bible? Shut up! Let's see. Oh, token black guy. Speaking of racism, by the way. So the token black guy shows up again just to get fucked up again. So, I think we were onto something when we were talking about these racist white ladies trying to steal the Japanese man's idea. I think they might actually be racist. Token black guy is the only one that gets fucked up in every episode.
That is
Or in
true.
the 2 episodes he showed up in.
He was always the victim of shit.
Yeah. Well, you see, that it's societal satire. You see, they're trying to make fun of how the black man always gets their ass kicked by the cops for no reason. And you see, old magic, despite it being a shitload of new magic, is what's fucking them up. Actually, yeah, it was some fucking terror spear that fucked them up this time. So yeah, good going. What are they fucking progressivism?
I'm trying to figure it out. Apparently, there's a High Guardian Spice controversy.
What? They already. What's the controversy? That
think it
sucks
was-
ass.
There was a controversy before it was even made. Let's see.
I typed in High Guardian Spice and the first thing that pops up is High Guardian Spice. SJW.
So, this could be a topic for another day. I gotta read through it.
Alright, well, you heard it here first, folks. Oh, good lord. What's
We're already
the
gonna watch everything, man.
controversy? What up?
We're already gonna watch all of it, so.
Yeah. Well, this one's from 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at right now, 2018,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah. I think the controversy is that the trailer came out and everyone was like, holy god, this is fucking awful.
So,
Wait, there was a preview of the show based on... This came from fucking Tumblr?
dude, I could have told you that. Have you seen the characters?
Well, I mean, I thought that... Oh, holy lord.
I remember when Tumblr used to have porno.
I remember when Tumblr was actually good.
I remember when I actually had a Tumblr, bro.
Never mind, I'm joking. That the Tumblr was never good, aside from porno.
That's the only reason I had a Tumblr account.
Yeah, I remember when I was still living with you in Hawaii, that's all we did most of the day. We were just on Tumblr looking at porno.
We were unemployed fucking pieces of shit just sitting there looking at Tumblr for 8 hours.
Well, in my defense, I was hired for about 2.5 weeks.
Touche.
Yeah, we'll look at all this stuff and we'll try to talk about next week.
Yeah, we'll summarize what we saw. So, episode 4. Fuck. What was the thing in episode 4? Old magic. That conservative shit.
Yeah, we had 2 storylines.
The main point of this
opposed to
episode.
3. Fucking, what's her name? Rosemary and Sage went back to I don't know whose fucking aunt that is, but they went
I
to
think it's
someone's
Sage's
aunt
aunt.
house. Okay.
Sage's aunt, because Sage's mom is the older sister to the purple hair one. I forgot
Okay.
her name.
I don't remember their names either. But we had that going on, and at the same time, oh right, yeah, and they got her new magic bullshit, and they got her the new magic thing. So she's torn about if she wants to use it because her mom's apparently all about the old magic. Meanwhile, Time and Parsley goes to Parsley's house, and Parsley's parents is like, "Yo,
It's one of my
don't go
notes.
back to school."
One of my notes. So the episode starts off with there's an infestation in the school. It's of like bugs or some shit. I don't know. They all had shells, and then
Yeah. The
they've
thing that
told it.
was guiding Parsley in episode 3.
Yeah, they had a what's it called? A Ghibli moment where they open the door, shitload of bugs, and the lights turned off, and all you see are the eyes.
Yeah.
I saw that. I'm like, that's from fucking Spirited Away, bro. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Spirited Away and Totoro.
Okay.
I remember, I never actually watched Princess Mononoke.
I think it was in Princess Mononoke. The little, you haven't seen it. There's little like
The little
green
black
people.
dots, right? Oh, never mind.
There's little green people, and their eyes glow or some shit. I forgot.
I was talking about
Spirited Away was the soot.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I was talking about. The soot was also in Totoro
It was in Totoro, wasn't it?
They didn't have the arms and legs, so.
Yeah, it was just eyes, and then they'd, it'd go away.
Yeah.
So Time says, "Fuck you, Mom. I'm going to my best friend's house." It took me 4 episodes, but Parsley's a dwarf.
You just now realized it?
I just now realized. I thought they were just like, I forgot that it was a fantasy setting.
Wait, so the fucking magic and the
I thought it was just little people.
Like, your mind didn't even go to halfling either. It was just, no. She's
Midgets.
just a normal midget.
Yeah.
Kodai, we can't call them midgets anymore.
But yeah, so whenever I heard dwarf, I'm like, oh, so that's where she's supposed to be. But, I mean, this episode really made me, I tolerated it because, like I said, Parsley is the only decently written character in this entire series.
At least she has a fucking arc.
Yeah, like, in this, her parents want her to come back. They want her to move back to their house because they have 12 children and a new one. And they need her help. And she doesn't want to go. She doesn't want to go because she wants to stay in school. Respectable. I respect that. And, after Time's mom just appeared out of fucking nowhere during brunch and Time runs away, fucking Parsley just gets up and just loses her shit, saying, like, I don't want to fucking stay here. I want to go back to school.
Kodai,
Kind of thing. What?
did you just say that a woman is respectable for wanting to go to school? Look, women belong in one or two places. One is in the house, the other is at the hospital delivering babies. By a male doctor, too, by the way.
And if you can't tell in his voice, this is all a joke. Please don't take this serious. In this political climate, we have to make that, like, blatantly aware.
Yeah, God forbid someone says a joke and they have to say it's a joke.
Right?
Or,
It's like it kind of ruins the point of a joke, but
Yeah.
it's just to protect our ass right now.
well, I mean, I could go worse. Let's see. Shit, I had something. Fuck.
Yeah, please
Can't
don't
remember.
go worse.
Damn, I had something. I'm actually kind of pissed off at myself now. Cindy, you dumb fucking Jap! What the hell are you thinking? before anyone gets pissed, we gotta go through the whole rigmarole. I am Japanese. I'm allowed to call myself that. All right, let me rephrase that. I am half Japanese. Half of me is allowed to call myself that.
Yes. Absolutely.
Meanwhile, the Japanese half can call the white half a honky whatever the fuck he feels like it, honestly. That's just how the rules work.
Yep.
Alright, but moving on. So, I like the lesbian solution to... Alright, so, the lesbians decide to give a gift to Sage, which is the fucking wand thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't give anything for Rosemary. But I like their solution to that. They're like, alright, yo, we got this goddamn, I was about to call it a rage for some reason. But wand for you, Sage. Rosemary, we didn't get you jack fuck, but yo, here, have some cookies. Coda, I'm just gonna go ahead and warn you. If your dad ever gives you a gun and he's just like, Cindy, here's a burger to compensate, I'm gonna steal your gun. I'm gonna eat my delicious ass burger while shooting your gun in the sky and hoping to God that it don't fuck up and land on us. And then we also, turns out the one dark-skinned elf doesn't have parents. Well, she has a mom, but she's estranged at best.
Yeah.
Like some people with dark skin.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Well, let's be fair. In this particular case, it wasn't the dad.
Alright, man.
Look, I figure we're already demonetized. We might as well go full-blown with it.
I'll let you go full-blown with it.
Hopefully Black Rifle Coffee, just like, here, we feel bad, here's a sponsorship. Actually, we can talk about some of that a little bit later. Like, not to lean one way the political side of things, but just, you hear about the Rittenhouse trial going on right now?
I hear things, but I don't read them. I just see people put it on Facebook like, this is fucking stupid.
So, Rittenhouse was the kid that crossed state lines with a AR-15. I don't know if it's a legit AR-15 or a press AR-15.
What's a press AR-15?
A press AR-15 is a gun that the media looks at and just calls an AR-15. It can be a goddamn 9mm, like a standard Glock, and they'll be like, AR-15.
Okay.
So anyways, he takes a gun across state lines to basically go and, not necessarily to riot, but to protect people from rioters, apparently. Rioters try to kill him and beat the fuck out of him with skateboards. He takes out his gun and shoots one. That is on trial.
Shit.
That's the way it was explained to me. So he's on trial for murder. And, apparently, let's be fair. Let's be 100% honest. In this political climate, he is not going to have a fair trial.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, because you're either 100% for him or you're 100% against him.
Yeah, there's no in between. And if you are for him, like, if you're in between, you're going to be basically shunned or cast out.
For some reason, God forbid someone is neutral nowadays.
By both sides, by both the left and the right, you're going to be fucking cast out.
Yeah.
You're not going to be taken seriously. If you're like, to an extent, I get it. Rioters are starting to fucking assault your shit. You have a right to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Should he have brought guns across state lines? Probably not. It's not the smartest thing to do. But he was in fear of his life. I'm assuming. I need to read up on it now. But he was defending himself, and he shot somebody in self-defense. It wasn't premeditated. It just kind of like, oh shit, I need to fucking protect myself.
Yeah.
Now, if I voice that opinion to anyone on the far right or the far left, no one's going to take me seriously. They're going to either call me a fanatic or they're going to call me
you're either a Nazi or you're a socialist.
Yeah, and there's no in between right now. And unfortunately, in the U.S. for the last few years, that's kind of how it's been, you know.
Since
I've
about, I
gotten
would go as like about 2014,
2016,
2015.
2015, 2016 is when it really started, like, what's it called? During near the end of the Obama administration and the beginning of the Trump administration,
Yeah.
that's whenever the divide, like, I guess, basically just erupted. Now, so
But
that's whenever you get people calling anyone on the right, even moderate right leaning individuals, are cast out as fucking racists because they're conservative,
yeah.
or you're socialist if you think that some of the liberal ideology makes sense.
But
For the
yeah.
record,
Hmm?
I'm in the middle.
Uh,
Maybe,
I'll admit I'd lean towards the right, but
I
I think the
lean
left.
right, but I'm moderate. I
Yeah.
don't go like, I'm not like high and
Yeah.
to the right. I'm not that.
Yeah. Like, there's times where I'm like, well, them fucking liberals actually got some good ideas.
Yeah.
Too bad if I say that to any of my conservative friends, all of a sudden I'm a goddamn full-blown socialist.
Yeah. Or you don't know how the
yeah.
real world works. That's something that's
Yeah.
I've been told that by some people.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how the real world works. I'm just like, fuck off, bro.
Yeah. Like, I'll hear that a couple times, like, the healthcare in Japan is actually pretty fucking good. If I break my leg, that's like $100 bill and that's it. All of a sudden I get told, alright, you don't know how the real world works.
Yeah, it's just
I don't
like,
know, Japan seems to have a 99-year fucking lifespan, on average. How's it going in America?
The biggest thing is, I'm gonna put it out there. Americans don't really know how the real world works. They're cast in their own bubble.
Yeah.
Basically, they have the worst healthcare system, the highest incarceration rate. They have the lowest infant mortality rate. Lowest infant mortality means like least surviving infants.
No, if anything, that would mean that the babies are dying or aren't dying often.
High infant mortality is what's it called? Last I heard, but it's how shit works in your country, but then again, 99% of Americans aren't going to step foot outside the U.S. anyways.
Yeah.
So that is the real world to them. It's just you can't live in another country and go to the States and preach your shit because you don't know. That's whenever you get told you don't know how the real world works.
Yeah.
Just like, look, man, you can continue paying insane fucking medical fees. I don't give a fuck. You can pay that hundreds of thousands of dollars to hold your fucking baby. But in Japan, I get a fucking refund for giving birth. Like, it's an actual thing. The family gets a refund.
Yeah.
They get a certain percentage of the money back. And now, in the States, all right, now we're getting really political. In the States, fucking, to hold a baby, they charge you to hold your baby after you've given birth to it. It's on the bill. It says skin to skin contact after birth.
That's
a
fucking travesty.
It's like a $30 fee that you're paying just to hold your fucking baby after you've given birth to it. So anytime someone asks me how much it costs to give birth in Japan, it costs $10,000 or less, and everyone's like, "Whoa, that's really high."
$10,000
or less, depending on the hospital you go to.
10,000?
Depending on the hospital you go to.
God damn, that sounds like a high-end hospital.
Most hospitals, it's $5,000 or below.
Yeah.
So maybe $6,000, and that's with, you got to think of what the mom's getting. She's getting room and board for a week. She's getting three hot meals. She's getting classes. The hospital is providing her with diapers, formula, and food.
Wait, is that with or without insurance?
my friend gave birth with insurance, and she paid $4,000 for hers.
Damn.
So, I mean, it's still expensive. It's still a couple $1,000s to give birth because in Japan, staying in a hospital costs quite a bit because you got to think of the space they're using for you, the food, the clothing, the electricity, basically everything. All living expenses are basically put in for a certain amount of time that you're in the hospital, and you have to pay that. So, and then, after you've given birth, after you've paid it, your insurance will refund you some of it back. Most of the time, you get maybe $2,000 back.
Alright, I've decided. Any future offspring I have is gonna be born exactly like how I was born. In the trailer. $4,000. I'll wipe my ass with $4,000.
But in the States, you got to think about this. In the States, it's $30,000
Good Lord.
for a day. Most moms, they give birth, they're in the hospital for 2 days.
Yeah.
And then they're released. They're paying $30,000 to $40,000 with insurance.
That honestly, that's something I saw on Fox News. A couple weeks ago, I quit my job recently, but not too long before I quit. Yeah, I work on a military base. They just play all the fucking news channels in one go, or on one channel.
Yeah.
And it would just happen to be Fox News, and the dude was saying, universal healthcare doesn't work. America has can get all the latest medicines and stuff like that. Then he starts naming off countries, and he was saying like Japan only gets like 60%. I want to say. All right, well that's great. We don't get 40% of the thing. America gets all the fucking medicines and latest medicines and stuff. But you can't really fucking worry about that if you can't afford to send medicines in the first place. Cause like what you said, the fucking $10,000 just to hold your goddamn baby.
It's like $30.
Yeah.
It's not, but you're getting charged to hold your fucking baby.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said that it was what's called. I thought you said it was $10,000 to hold your baby.
No. It's 30 to 150.
Regardless,
You're
should
paying
not
to
be
hold your
getting
baby.
charged to hold your own goddamn baby.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Okay, so the mortality rate in the U.S. has declined since 2017.
All right,
it's on a 1.18% decline. So it's 5.6 deaths per 1,000 births.
Okay, yeah.
So their mortality isn't as bad as it used to be, but still.
Damn it. Trying to help out this overpopulation problem, and America is ruining it.
But yeah, it's just the healthcare in the U.S. is, sure, you got some of the best trained professionals in the world working on you, but a hospital should be a crime with how much they overcharge people.
Yeah.
No one should have to pay $600 to get stitches.
Good God.
Fuck, I had a friend in Hawaii. Backstory, I worked in TJ Maxx. I worked in a warehouse, and we got broken merchandise all the time. I was the only one in the back with any kind of first aid training, and he opened a box and he put his hand in it. It was a broken mirror. It sliced his fucking hand open. So I had to stop the bleeding. I had to get it clean, and then I had to wrap it. And I told him, go to the fucking hospital. He said, fuck, no, I'm not going to a hospital. And I asked him why. This is before I knew, because we grew up in military, so our healthcare was always, it wasn't expensive. The military paid for it. Well, for mine anyways. I'm not sure about yours, but the military always paid for my healthcare up until I was 23. So whenever he told me that, I was like, why not? He's like, I'm not paying a fucking hospital $600 to put 5 stitches into my hand. I'm just like, what? He's like, that's how much it's going to cost me. It's like, with insurance? He's like, yeah, with insurance.
Good God.
And then he called off the next day. And then, he came back. He was healing nicely. It wasn't infected or anything. So he was like, I'm just gonna work with one hand right now. So our backroom coordinator's like, all right, I'm gonna put you on this. You're gonna be helping me with like putting clothes hangers on racks just to keep him busy. And then about a month and a half later, another mirror had come in and we didn't know it was broken. And he put his hand in it and it got his like the meaty part of your hand, like on the
Yeah.
bottom of your thumb, it got that.
Ew.
And I had to clean it and wrap it up again. I'm like, dude, go to a fucking hospital. He went to a hospital and he showed me his fucking bill. He paid $450 for 5 stitches with insurance. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, it shouldn't be that much. He's like, that's why I didn't want to go to a hospital. But he's like, even my mom told me that, this one was worse than the last one. So he's like, I had to go to a hospital to get stitches. And even then, it didn't heal right. His fucking hand still hurts if he puts too much pressure on it to this day. It doesn't bleed, but he still feels like a pain in his hand when he uses it too much.
Damn. How long has it been?
That was 2017, so about 5 years.
Jesus.
And he still has that, like, he told me that it's like the pain has gone down. Like, it's not as bad as it used to be, but if he's like gripping something, he can feel it.
Damn.
I'm like, now I know why you didn't want to go to a fucking hospital.
Well,
but yeah, that's just the state of things in the States.
Let's just compare it. You got stitches before.
Yes.
Alright, how much was it in Japan?
8,000 yen. $80.
As opposed to 6 fucking... Well, wait, I guess we should just compare how many stitches it was, too.
I had 7 stitches.
Alright. Well, then shit, yeah. Regardless, he'd still be paying for... he'd still be paying for way more.
It was $10 a stitch.
Yeah.
Without insurance, it would have probably been 15,000, so about $150 for all the stitches, plus the medication.
Yeah. Meanwhile, your friend would have been paying $120 for a stitch.
Yeah.
Good God.
But he's since quit working there. He works at Cheesecake Factory now, so he's a server there.
I can't tell if that's supposed to be a happy note or not. That just sounds awful.
He makes a lot in tips, so he's happier. He's making more than he did when he worked at TJ Maxx.
Okay, all right. Well, then that's good. Then if he's happy, he's happy.
Yeah. But yeah, man, he's like, that was my first like foray into any kind of medical healthcare system in the States. It didn't directly affect me, but it affected someone I knew.
Yeah. Good God.
But yeah, we got carried away. Really carried away.
Yeah.
Anything not to talk about this fucking show.
Here. All right, here, I got a perfect segue. Speaking of medical shit, there's a character named Slime Boy, and his personality is that he's retarded. Not like stupid. No, like mentally challenged retarded.
Oh, wow.
Complete with the voice.
Oh,
like it was like one pitch away from talking like this.
Jesus.
Like imagine like that intonation without like the I guess the pitch is the best I can describe it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like his whole gimmick is that he was retarded.
Jesus.
So, alright, we've established that these people hate straight men.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like black
cis
people.
white males.
Yeah, they don't like cis white males. They don't like black guys. And they don't like retarded people. Yeah, because on top of this dude being retarded, his name is Slime Boy. Dude. That's just what they call him.
Under trivia, says he has a crush on Sage, which we see when she tells off that fucking bitch who ruined her potion. And the second one says, many viewers think he has the worst voice acting.
Yes, he does. Good God. Oh, holy shit. But Yeah, and then, well, I mean, this is going back to what we said earlier. The way the characters move and the way they talk. This is a fucking kid show.
Yeah.
They tried to adult it up with the fucking blood, but it's a kid show.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's basically just another Steven Universe.
Yeah, like, no matter how much blood you put in here, this is a fucking kid show.
Mm-hmm.
There's no goddamn way it isn't. Although I do like that they finally decided that they were gonna add some Japanese influences on, fucking Crunchyroll, a thing known for Japanese cartoons. They waited a whole fucking 4 episodes to actually start putting those influences in there, though.
We're talking about the Ghibli thing?
No, not even just that. Like, some of the facial, or some of the expressions the characters were doing.
Uh-huh.
Like, they were doing, like, some of the best I could call it is, since this is the earliest example I could think of off the top of my head, is the goofy ass Sailor Moon faces. When, the main character is doing something stupid, they change the face up. But I think they did in Yu Yu Hakusho too, now that I think about it.
Mm.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They did shit like that, and that was it. Other than that, this show is fucking awful.
Yeah, dude. That's all I can say about it is it's fucking garbage.
I'm so glad guns are illegal in Japan, because I would have blown my brains out now.
I saw like the person who made it, Ray Rodriguez or something.
Yeah.
It's like, I love cartoons so much I make them. It's like, well, you don't make them good, bud.
You sure you make cartoons?
It's just like,
I'm looking up Ray Rodriguez right now.
It's in his Twitter bio. R-A-Y-E.
R-A-Y. Oh, okay, alright, I see. Dino. Oh my god. Wait a minute. I am very fucking confused. Is that supposed to be a dude or a chick? I guess I can't really say that now, but
I don't know, man. It says his pronouns are he, him, so it's a dude.
Oh, he's got like a very girly face.
Maybe trans, we don't know.
Yeah, here.
But
this is the only man in the world that can come up to me and with a straight face and say he's not binary, and I'll be like, all right, I can actually kind of see that. You look like a dude and a chick. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, every person is a dude and a chick mixed together.
Yeah.
But this one, he legitimately looks like somehow, like, in the video game slider, you got like the masculinity, femininity, femininity fucking slider. Yeah, he looks like he somehow is the only person in the world that got right dead center.
Yep.
I tried our damnedest to get thrown off.
I'm done.
Yeah, I got nothing else for this.
I've spoke my piece, and I will continue to speak my piece as I continue to watch this garbage.
Honestly, I think we reached... Excuse me. Honestly, I can't find any single way that they could possibly get... Oh, wait, no, we completely jumped over it, but yeah, then there was... So, the reason why I don't think it can get any lower than it currently is, because within these 2 episodes, had the 2 fucking clips that we see that made us hate this fucking show. In episode 3, we had the random, yeah, I'm a transgender fucking shoehorned in there. Like, that is almost the definition of fucking shoehorning something in something. Like, let's just shove it in there. Never mentioned it before. Never mentioned it again. And then the fucking... Well, your mom wasn't always this conservative. Yeah, so... Those 2 scenes were in there. And honestly, I can't see it getting any lower.
Oh no, High Guardian Spice may surprise us.
Yeah. I won't lie. I'm hoping that it surprises us, so that way we have more to talk about.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say I'm willing to bet 50% of my shit because I really can't be afford to be gambling
Yeah.
right now. And I don't want to fuck up and end up in a Squid Game. Because like I could see myself surviving the red light, green light, or the I don't know what it is in the Korean version, but I watched it in Japanese. It was goddamn the Lumasanga Kolonda.
Mm-hmm.
That one. Okay, all right. I can see myself surviving that. As soon as I get to the goddamn honeycombs, I'm fucked. Oh, there's no way I'm surviving that.
It requires too much concentration.
Not even necessarily that. Every time I've done it at the festivals, I fuck it up. Almost right from the get go too. Let's see what else is there. With Oh, and then when we did chocolate, or the little chocolate dinosaur bones, or the fossils.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, actually, no, I did pretty good on that one until I got to the tail.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm fucked. Well, one of the games were there. Tug of War I can probably do okay in, depending on the rest of my team. I'm fucked with marbles because I never played with them growing up.
Same here.
Put it this with the glass bridge, to put it this way. If I was a character in Fallout, my luck would be at 1. So I would probably do something stupid like land on the right glass and end up tipping over and just falling. And then in a normal Squid Game against a normal person, I could probably win. Once you bring knives and shit into it, oh, I'm fucked. So, really, all in all, I don't want to bet my shit because I don't want to be in a Squid Game.
I'm with you, man.
Yep. Come on, you can survive. Your luck is at, like, 2.
Nah.
But, fucking hell. So I'm guessing we're watching 5 and 6 next week?
Yeah.
Alright. And, oh, wait, no, actually, now that I think about it, I never did finish telling you about the whole Rittenhouse trial. So, despite more than likely the jury being all on the prosecutor's side, the prosecutor's apparently just finding ways to fuck this up.
Really?
Every single, what's that word? Every single witness he calls up ends up accidentally helping out the defense.
Jeez.
And apparently, he's just fucking it up. It's kind of like what Bill Burr once said about Hillary Clinton and when she lost the election.
Yeah.
He said, look, he said something that would have throttled anybody else's campaign 3 times a week. That'd be like in football if your opponent fumbled 20 times and you still managed to blow it. Man. Alright, I guess we're done.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Well, I guess we might as well do the old tried and true.
We got scammed. People trying to get us to buy big follows.
Yeah. Oh, guys, we're totally gonna go on bigfollows.com. But should we shout out those 2 accounts just in case?
No.
Yeah, you peasants don't get call-outs. Or call-outs, sorry, shout-outs. Even though, a shout-out from us probably won't mean a whole hell of a lot.
So,
but anyways.
Today we have another TV viewer.
Yep.
A10,
Yep.
Joint Effort, Lara Craft, and MetaViews.
Thank you guys
Thank
for
you
watching.
guys. And this has been the Hafu Show. We'll see y'all next week.
Yep. Check out our YouTube for replays and stuff.
Yep, because we don't update Twitch.
Yeah, we just gotta record here and look at chat.
Yep.
And it worked out great. We looked at chat today and we got fucking scams.
Yep.
Yeah, we're making it in this world. Alright.
We'll see y'all next week.
See you guys later.